What is good, NIO family? It's Rey-Jay back with another video, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the one and only NIO stock and some very important things that we need to be looking out for. I'm also going to give you guys my NIO price prediction for tomorrow and talk about what I think is going to happen based off what the market is doing and based off what the Fed ended up reporting today. So I'm going to talk about what the Fed just said, what announcements did Jerome Powell just say that could definitely affect the market. I'm also going to talk about what the SEC is doing that could actually affect NIO as well. Before I end the video by talking about the latest pieces of news affecting NIO and what NIO put on their Twitter page that makes me super bullish and excited for the future of this company, guys, because NIO, in my opinion, is a sleeping giant. Now, before I say anything about NIO, before I talk about why I'm so bullish and what I think the price action is going to show for tomorrow, I do have to mention some very important things. First off, I'm not a financial planner, guys. This is all for educational purposes only. And also, if you guys can, please smash that like button if you want to see more videos like this. It not only benefits me, benefits the entire NIO community as a whole. And the last things, if you guys can, please check out the Moomoo link down below in the description. If you do send for Moomoo and deposit $100, guys, you will not only qualify for up to 5 free stocks, each worth up to $3,500. You're not only going to get free real-time level 2 data or $0 in trading commissions, but you're also going to qualify for a chance to win $200,000 with the New Year giveaway from NIO. Guys, you have a chance to win all this money if you simply sign up and deposit $100 with the link below. It's really up to you if you want to do this, guys. If you want free money from the free stocks that you're guaranteed or a chance to win even more money, please check out the link below. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. So anyways, guys, look at NIO, guys. It was down really hard today, down about 4.75%. It's absolutely being destroyed by the new policies that are coming out from the Fed and the other things that have been going on. But I want to talk about what I think is going to happen to NIO going forward for tomorrow. But I want to show you guys something very interesting. Let's look at the one-day chart, guys. And you guys can see some very interesting price action. NIO was at $24. We traded sideways. We ran up a little bit. Then we dropped really hard towards the very end. Now look at this right here. Look at the S&P 500. The S&P 500 was also in the red. It ran up, traded sideways, ran up again before dropping really hard and closing in the red. If you look at the Nasdaq, also very similar. Trading sideways, running up, dropping. So the entire market, guys, is basically moving in very similar fashions. I mean, I could even show you guys like Tesla. Tesla's doing some very similar things too, trading sideways, running up and dropping. I mean, it's just a crazy market that we are in. And we are in a situation where these big institutions are now dictating the prices of these stocks, and market makers are trading these stocks based off algorithms and index funds too, and that's affecting NIO's share price altogether. So I want to talk about this right here from Jerome Powell, as the Fed does have some new pieces of news that are coming out, right? Because the Fed is likely to signal a March interest rate hike that further and also further policy tightening, right? Now, this is going to be very important because of the fact that Jerome Powell, guys, he did announce some very important things in the latest meeting. So I'm going to tell you what he basically said. So the truth is, guys, I know this sounds crazy. After all the anticipation, Jerome Powell has not given us a real number. We don't truly know to what degree interest rates are going to be risen yet. We don't know how many times they're going to do it. He doesn't necessarily know yet. He literally didn't give us a good answer. Now, he has been kind of trivializing inflation, saying that we're going to recover super fast, casting it aside, saying it's nothing to worry about. Don't be too concerned. He did state that the Fed is going to be a lot more hawkish for 2022 as a whole, and they're going to work to bring inflation down to around the 2% range. However, guys, he has not given us any like transparent data quite yet. We don't know to what the extents are going to be, and he has been kind of sugarcoating the situation, if I'm going to be honest with you. Now, what does this mean for the market? Now, the fact that he did state that he is going to be raising rates in the future, which is probably going to happen in March, and the fact that there still is this ambiguity. The entire market took a bit of a hit during that time. You guys can see, like, this is when Powell announced, and this caused like the entire market to drop, including NIO. NIO did close down about 4.75%, but it's up about 1.32%. So NIO has been dropping really hard because of pieces of news like this. Now, I want to talk about what the chart is showing, what I think is going to play out for tomorrow. So if you look at NIO, guys, based off these trend lines, okay, we've been on this downward trend. We've been going down and down and down and down. Now, the thing is, we're really just waiting for the breakout, a really dramatic breakout, because this is kind of forming a falling wedge that I think can be very bullish when we were reverse, but we're not necessarily there yet. We're not there yet. And once we get there, guys, it's going to be very dramatic. Now, we have been trading below every single one of the moving averages, and we are just dropping harder and harder and harder. NIO currently touched the bottom of this wedge, and we could end up going lower than this, right? We could go as low as $20. Now, from what I think, what my prediction is, because of the fact that the mainstream media, the big outlets out there, the composite man has been inciting all this fear into people's heads. He's made people be very, very fearful. Basically, a lot of people thought the market would just tank super hard today. The market didn't tank extremely hard, but NIO did end up with the shorter end of the stick. So what could end up happening is I think the market's going to be green and sideways for the rest of the week. I think for Thursday and Friday, it's more probable we're going to see some rebounding, and I think that's going to bring NIO's share price right back up to 25 relatively soon. So for the rest of the week, guys, I think NIO's going to slowly get right back up to 25. I'm still very bullish going forward for the long term. But for the short term, guys, it is not looking too great. It still is respecting this downward trend and this falling wedge. So it might be a little bit of time before we see a really big reversal. And that's what we're waiting for. So my price target for the rest of this week, guys, is to hit the $25 range, maybe close around 24. 25 to 24 is where I see this thing going. And I still think we're going to see more green days than red days for tomorrow and Friday. And I'm saying this because of the fact that we've been red for so long. And I do think the market may start to rebound from here on out because we haven't gotten some true news from the Fed. Now, the SEC, they're also proposing amendments to enhance private fund reporting. This means that big institutions, lenders, market makers, hedge funds, they have to start being more transparent. And the SEC already voted in favor of this proposal. And what this means is now for the people shorting stocks, for the people that are market makers, if they are using some sorts of crazy manipulative tactics, it's going to be harder. And this could make it harder for them to bring NIO's share price down, right? Because NIO is a very manipulated stock. If you look at the dark pool volume and the dark pool offlit exchange percentage, it's relatively high. So NIO has been very manipulated, but I do think we should start to rebound relatively soon. Now, when it comes to other big pieces of news, guys, we have pieces of news like this that are coming out, such as the fact that the NIO ET5 should arrive in Norway and other markets by spring 2023. Think about how awesome it is. They barely announced this car, guys, the ET5 this year. I'm sorry, it was at the end of last year. They barely announced it just about a month ago. And now all of a sudden they're going to be, delivering them in Norway by next year. I mean, that's pretty bullish news if you ask me. But long term, guys, I'm still very bullish for NIO. I think their ET5 is going to absolutely crush it. I can't wait for what else is going to be coming out. Now, the Monthly Fool also gave a case for NIO, saying why it's one of the best stocks, or at least EV stocks out there. And they're talking about the fact that they have two different SUV models. They have an ES8 and the ES6. They have a sedan. They have all these amazing things. They have new cars coming out. They're absolutely crushing it on deliveries. They're getting bigger and bigger and bigger. They have a big amount of people that are looking at the stock. They love the stock and they're very excited, guys. So, like I told you guys, nothing has changed. They're still doing pretty well. They saw really good quarterly earnings reports. And I think that when it comes to the stock price, a lot of people are talking about the fact that NIO under $30 is one hell of a steal because they're still very bullish for the long term future. And I feel the same way, guys. It's just that I do have to note something very important. That is the fact that the NIO is actually, based, it's a Chinese stock, right? So there's a little bit of risk involved in that. But to me, based off what I've seen, based off reports, based off how they've been performing, I don't see that as a major issue. I don't think NIO is just going to be delisted for no reason. I still think it's going to be a very great stock and it still has insane potential based off fundamentals as they are expanding all over the world. So remember, guys, NIO is going to be in Denmark. They're going to be in Norway. They're going to be in Sweden and Switzerland. They're going to be in the US relatively soon, in my opinion. I think it's a great company and I still see very good potential. Now, to end the video, guys, I wanted to talk about this right here. NIO's 800 NIO power battery swapping station was just put into operation on the January 21st, 2022, continually bringing even more upgradable, rechargeable, and swappable experiences to users. Once again, 800 battery swap stations. If that's not bullish news, guys, that's very exciting, guys. I can't wait to see what's going to play out, guys. I'm very excited for what the future holds. Even if NIO ends up dropping, okay, there are people that are scared. There are people that are afraid. I have to admit something, and that is the future. The long-term future is going to be very bright, in my opinion. So, the way I see it, guys, if you guys are interested in buying NIO, if you're really scared right now, remember, you have to wait it out, and this thing is going to recover. Or you could change your strategy based off what's happening. You could dollar cost average down, or you could try to day trade it. I mean, there are all sorts of different things you could try on this stock. It's really up to you. It's your money. But if you are interested in buying into NIO and you hope that it's going to go up, I have to be honest with you. It may not go up for the next couple of days, may not go up for a week or two. But I do think that for this week, we could start to go up. That's my prediction. But like I'm telling you, you have to be prepared for either scenario. I think we're going to go up. There's a possibility I'm wrong, even if I am wrong. I believe if you wait long enough, we're going to see a very good reversal. I do think this thing can break all-time highs over time, and you just have to be very patient with this company because we see the fundamental values, we see the capabilities and the potential it has, and all you have to do is just wait it out because I do believe NIO is going to recover. I'm still very bullish for the long term. In the short term, this is a very good buying opportunity in my opinion. So I thank you for listening. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next one. NIO to the moon, and peace out.